This noisy owl here is Henrietta, our oldest bird, 21 years old. And what I want to show you is something very special that you get in birds of prey's eyes. Now if you come in a bit closer, and if you look very closely, you see she's got these beautiful amber eyes. But what I want you to do is look really closely. As I touch here, can you see there? She does blink with her main eyelid, but you can also see there's an additional eyelid which comes down. There it is. And that's called a nictitating membrane. It's not exclusive to owls. Many other animals, including fish and reptiles and other predators, have them. And what that is an additional eyelid, like a third eyelid, comes down from the centre, across like that, and it's translucent. And that allows them to keep their eye protected and moist whilst they're attacking prey or if they're being attacked themselves. And sometimes when owls blink slowly, you can see the nictitating membrane really, really clearly. Welcome to Owl Diary number 51. Every year on the 1st of May, England puts Englishness out on display. Well, that's actually a lyric from the musical Calendar Girls that I was involved with last week. That's why I had to shave my head, actually, but I quite like it, you know, because I was the part of John, and he, of course, gets the cancer and loses his hair. It's all part of the scene where they kind of reveal that, etc. I'm back in York today. It's actually the 2nd day of May now, and it's ironic, that lyric, because I was actually at an event on the 1st of May, a summer fete. It was actually Ilkley Carnival. We've done for over 10 years now. I've lost track of how many we did. We lost a couple during the COVID, of course, but we've done it for over 10 years. It's one of our favourites. It's a fantastic event. Quite a busy one, actually. We do 2 flying shows, but we get to hold the animals. And we had Luna, our young barn owl. She's about 10 months old now, and she's not really done an arena flight before. And what happened was, during the 2nd show, the wind just took her a little off there, and she ended up flying over the road, not low down, she's about 20 foot high, a very quiet country lane there, over into a tree. We had to use the telemetry she was wearing to track her. This is where it showed me she was in this tree, a very dense evergreen, and she was up there for about an hour and a half. And slightly asleep, and the way to get her down in the end was to whistle and coax her out to the very edge, and then she flew down to the box for a bit of food there, and we then all helped to get her back into the box and sorted. So we could have been there for hours, but luckily we're back quite soon. And the footage will be very useful because I am in the process of creating a playlist of videos on YouTube all about how to keep owls, and one of the videos will be how do you get an owl down from a tree if it's asleep or it's not looking interested or whatever. And there are various techniques, and in that clip you can see how I used the box instead of the glove, because it maybe was a little bit unsure of flying to the glove after being a bit distracted, but very happy to land on the box for a bit of food. And that's one of the techniques we can use. So it was an interesting thing to happen, and it was a good learning curve as well. And this is something we have to deal with, of course, quite a bit when we're flying different owls and different birds of prey. Anyway, today's a nice quiet day, little Tuesday. We've got the display set up here, a white gazebo. Thanks, Nick, for the borrowing of your gazebo to one of our team members. We need to get some more blue ones really, so it all matches, you see, blue and gold. It's the idea, but it serves its purpose. And we've got Robin on display today with the baby barn owl. In fact, I think we should go take a look actually at the birds a bit closer, shall we? So what I'll do is I'm going to bring you over, and this is the display here. We've got the hawk, of course, Henrietta, our large owl. A lot of tourism this time of the year, well, all throughout the year actually, but these weekdays we tend to find most of our customers are from, you know, Australia, America, parts of Europe, Asia, etc., all around the world. And got a young chap holding a small owl there, and there's Henrietta, and our baby is down in the box, getting bigger by the day. Say hello. Right, I better go on with some actual work. Well, it's a lovely day. I don't know if you can see, perhaps here, how wet it is. Luckily these days we do have reasonably accurate weather predictions online, and we said, well, we're not going to do any outdoor flying today, cancel the flying experience because we knew that storms were coming. And here we have it. I just pulled up, just nipped to the supermarket, you know, get a few bits for the weekend, and it then opened up. You know, I don't want to get out of the car, I'm dry, I don't want to get out, I want to stay here. And this is the nature of the business. Now we're looking ahead at the weekend going, it's going to be some light showers, but it times well towards the end of the day tomorrow, for example, Saturday, one of our busy days with our York display. We've got coronation events this weekend, and the rain's not meant to come till about 5 o'clock. That's fine. I have an expression: we don't mind the rain at the end of the day. There's also a song, but I'm not going to sing that for you right now. Oh, just calm down. Look at that. This might be this might be my opportunity to get inside. Still some lightning, still some thunder. This is the thing, you see. You work predominantly outdoors, and the weather becomes your friend or your enemy. This is Luna, and she's one of our barn owls. Now, we know she's a female because of the markings. You can see they're quite detailed here. And female barn owls, uncommon barn owls, usually also have the speckles on the front, which, if you look very carefully, you can see just here. Whereas males tend to be pure white. And I've worked with barn owls for that many years, I know the difference quite easily by looking at them this close up, of course. Now, funny enough, I've also noticed that it's the female barn owls that, for some reason, seem to have a less clean face. As you can see on Luna here, there's a little bit of dried food on there. That's most likely the yolk when we feed the cockerel chick. She eats mostly mice and cockerel chicks, most of the time. And we don't give them the yolk all the time, I should explain. The yolk sac is inside the cockerel chick, the day-old chicks that we often feed the birds with, and we pull the legs out and they fly to the handful of eggs and things like that. But it is good to give them yolk occasionally, and this is probably built up over the last sort of month or so, and I've just noticed it today. So I've got some lukewarm water here, and I'm just going to have a go getting her face wet, just with my bare hands. Look, she doesn't mind me playing with her face too much. And once I've managed to loosen it up where it's a bit wet, I should be able to just gently free up that hardened food, and she'll have just a slightly wet face, but she'll look a lot better. In fact, what we'll do is we'll speed this bit up as I do it, and we'll see what she looks like at the end. Right, I think I've just about managed to get that cleaned off. She's now got a really damp face. We do give our birds water, baths, and Dusty, our dark-breasted barn owl, she loves a good wash. This one doesn't tend to go in the water very often, and we've been trying to encourage her, and when she has jumped in the water, she's a little splash about and then jumped out again. She's never really cleaned the face. Hopefully, as we get into some warmer weather this summer, she might be tempted to actually clean her own face, and we'll maybe just have to give her a bit less yolk in those chicks. I think some of it might be mouse as well, though, but we'll have to see. Does that feel better there, Luna? Hopefully, that'll keep clean for a bit longer. Well, there we go. That's it for this Owl Diary. Hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.